Today on Sack & Co, Ralph breaks the internet, all while Marcus Allen gets Sarah Silverman in trouble. We'll explain. And a little boy writes a letter to his dad in heaven. See the response that he actually gets. Let's get things started. It's time for Sack & Co.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Hello and welcome to Sack & Co. I'm your host, Melissa Paul. We begin this morning with an ABC10 news update. Kirsten Holmes joining us here in the Sack & Co. studios. And Kirsten, happening today, a Stockton stepmother is charged with the brutal killing of a little 4-year-old girl. She is expected to be in court sometime today.
Yeah, this is a horrific story. Serenity, that is the baby girl's name. She died Tuesday after she was taken to the hospital with severe injuries. 21-year-old Zolma Chavez Ventura faces felony charges of murder, assault, resulting in death, and willful cruelty to a child. The little girl's 4- and 5-year-old brothers, they were also taken into protective custody. But look at that sweet little face.
That's definitely hard to hear. All right, well, we've also been talking about mudslide concerns. This is in the way of the Campfire Burn area. Been a really big topic.
Yeah, and so PG&E crews were in Paradise yesterday trying to clean up ahead of the storms that they're about to have, and they're also trying to get power back on for the people who are living there. They're still working to clean up things like broken power lines and debris, but they say they have about 3,000 employees, contractors, and other utility workers trying to work as fast as they can.
We are in the rebuilding phase. We've restored many customers, especially around the fringes of the fire area, and we're working closely with town officials on prioritizing repowering key buildings within the town of Paradise.
Now, the question on a lot of evacuees' minds is, when can we go back to see what's left of my home in Paradise? The Butte County Sheriff said as long as the storms don't create any new problems, a lot of people may be able to go back to Paradise as early as next week. We'll keep you posted.
All right, so at least it's good to hear that people will finally be able to return to the home. It's been such a hard road for so many people.
I cannot imagine what they're going through.
Exactly. All right, well, that's at least some good news. And also, we continue to hear more uplifting and some positive stories that are coming from the survivors of the campfire.
Yeah, Butte County shared a photo of Peter. He's from Magalia, excuse me, and he was reunited with his dogs yesterday. Take a look at this. We have some good news to report. Now, he recognized pictures of his pets on the website campfirerescueanimals.com. Peter thanked the volunteers at North Valley Animal Disaster Group who rescued his dogs and then brought them to the Butte County Animal Shelter. We love to see these stories of people getting back together with their animals, their loved ones. So much good still coming out of all
Finding
this.
a little bit of peace, right, amongst all the chaos. Yeah, definitely really good to hear. More wet weather, though. You probably heard it coming down last night. The winds were picking up. We're talking snow in the mountains. Meteorologist Rob Carmark, what do you got for us? Ooh, pretty tree.
Yeah, and I want to start with the trees because I think that, you know, while they're pretty to look at, and we got some great photos ahead of the storm that came in the middle of the night, and boy, was it a storm. You know, these leaves eventually fall, and they moved to the drains and clogged a lot of the drains, and a lot of the issues we saw early this morning as the rain rolled through, and that's what it looked like in the middle of the night, were from clogged drains, ponding on the roads and the freeways, and all the accidents there afterwards. So that's what makes this storm different than all the other ones. Now, this is what we see moving in right now. You see this big band of rain. So if you're in Yuba City, you're getting rain. Sacramento, we're getting a new round of rain right now. Same with Stockton, same with Modesto, and it's going to be like blades on a pinwheel as it just rotates through because the area of low pressure, the core of the storm, is still off the coast. It's right here, so it's going to find moisture. It sends it right through our area. This will eventually be some heavy snow in the mountains, and until this moves through the area, you have at least a chance to see rain throughout the course of today. Now, it'll be on and off. There'll be moments where it clears up and you think that we're done, but until this is out of here, and this will not be out of here until later on tonight, you're still looking at those chances of rain and heavy rain in some spots. Now, the other thing worth keeping an eye on is you see these little flashes here and there. Embedded with this are some thunderstorms, so you could see some lightning, which could be dangerous, even some small hail and some gustier winds and some heavier downpours. So we are seeing some heavy rain. This is in the Mendocino Complex burn fire area. Remember that one, the largest in state history size-wise? There could be some mudslide issues there. We've already seen some mudslide issues in and around Yosemite National Park, at least at the mouth of it. We saw some heavy snow in the High Sierra earlier this morning, and that's going to continue throughout much of the day. And we've got more rain moving into places places like Modesto at the moment. Now here's the burn fire area for the Ferguson fire. This is a while ago, but the reality is that there's no vegetation, and we've already seen some road closure issues. Highway 140 going into the park from earlier this morning from the heavy rain, and they've got more on the way. Bay Area getting a bit of a break, but like I mentioned, we're seeing more and more of these storms just fire up and bringing more rain to the area. The core of this storm should be right in our area by later on this evening by sunset, and then it'll start leaving, and we do see some potential for drier weather early tomorrow morning, but that's when you look for the setup for fog. If we have clear skies and no wind, fog is going to set up, and then of course we've got more heavy snow. We've got to watch out for one sneaky thing that's going to happen, and that's going to be Friday night to early Saturday. You know, once we wake up with dry conditions Friday, clear blue skies, post rain is going to look beautiful. It's going to be really nice. And then we head into the weekend. We think, hey, we're done with all this. We can just enjoy the weekend. First dry days in a while, but it's going to be in the middle of the night. We get more rain and more snow. And what's different about this one is that the snow is really going to pile up. It's going to be so cold that we're looking at that really light, dry, fluffy snow, which is good powder snow, good skiing, good snowboarding. That's going to happen early in the morning on Saturday, slowing down into the afternoon. If you want to head to the mountains Saturday afternoon, or I would say anytime during the day on Sunday, you're going to be good to go, but it's going to be cold as well. What about next week? We have more of this stuff? Oh yeah, we do. This rainy season is definitely turning things around. Super dry October. First part of November, we don't want to talk about it, but now we are in the rainy season, and I get more stuff to talk about.
Excellent. Okay, and Rob, I have a quick question for you. California National Marathon is on Sunday. Chance of rain on Saturday. Is there a slight chance that might pull over and could be soggy for a start? Or are we looking at dry and just really cold?
I think it's going to be dry and kind of cold. I mean, here's the thing. This is the marathon, so anything is possible, especially regarding rain.
Okay, all right, we'll keep an eye on that. Rob, thank you so much. Look forward to another update too in the next half hour, as well as with you, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, everyone stick around because coming up, we're going to be talking hot topics next with Daily Blast Live right after the break.
All right, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2.
Mic check. Brandon London, 1 2.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Daily Blast Live keeps us up to date on all the latest hot topics. So here to tell us about a very heartfelt story, we have Al Jackson and Brandon London. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hey, Melissa, what's going on?
Hey, you guys, I want our viewers to hear about this incredible story. It is so heartfelt. And I should have grabbed a box of Kleenex because, I mean, how can you not be emotional when you hear about this? But fill everybody in about this child who wrote a letter to their father in heaven.
I mean, Melissa, the three of us work in this business, and unfortunately, like a lot of times we have to report the news, and a lot of times, unfortunately, it's bad news. But this just shows you there's so much good that goes on in the world that luckily this is getting noticed, but I think gets overlooked a lot. What these people did is life-changing to this kid, and I'm sure to his mother.
Yeah, for sure. And it's that time, Melissa, as we all know, to be joyful, to be thankful. And this kid was just doing what any little kid would do, writing a letter to his father for his birthday, and for the post office to come back, a couple weeks later and say that they successfully delivered it to the father. Who I can only imagine. I wish we can screenshot that kid's face when he finally read that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, and so was this an act of one single employee? Was this the entire post office doing this together that responded to him?
It seemed like it was a group effort. It seemed like it was a group effort. I think one person found the letter and somebody wrote back. So, I mean, again, it just shows you a lot of good people working together, because what I don't want us to forget is, and I think we tend to do this over the holidays because it is such a joyous time.
Yes.
It's also a time where you miss people the most as well. I lost my father a couple years ago, and you notice who's missing around the Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner table or a Hanukkah table. So, I mean, it's a big deal that we don't forget the people that are hurting a little bit this holiday season, including the 7-year-old boy that lost his dad way too early. Yeah, and in addition to that too, I mean, the holiday times, well, let's face it, especially for a post office, it's a very busy time, it's a very stressful time, and to actually acknowledge, someone's need for a response, to stop down and go, hey, you know what, we can make an impact here, we can bring a little cheer to them, and make that effort to do that despite everything else you're dealing with, I think is a wonderful reflection of complete compassion and generosity. Like you guys are saying, it's something that we really need to see a lot more of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm thinking that maybe that post office worker or someone in that post office have probably lost a family member or someone near and dear to them as well. So to be able to pay that back or pay that forward and put a smile on that kid's face, that's big, and that kid's going to remember that forever.
That's such a great point, Melissa, you brought up. I didn't even think about that. I mean, just imagine the sheer volume of letters that they're looking at. I mean, we're talking about in the hundreds of thousands. You're overworked, you're overwhelmed, and it's, you're probably working overtime to use every overword in the dictionary. And I think that makes this even more remarkable that these people did that. So well done.
Yeah, and not just one person, like you're saying. This was a group effort. So that person had to rally everybody else and get everybody else excited. And they're like, yeah, let's do this. This is so important to really recognize the impact that it's going to make, as both of you mentioned, not only on the child, but on the mother too. And the others that obviously love this gentleman as well, and how much that meant to them. It makes me tear up, as a parent, just, as a human being, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Good things happen, Melissa. You just got to keep your eyes open for them.
Yes, they certainly do. Gentlemen, thank you so much for that wonderful reminder this morning. Always great to catch up with you.
Thank you.
All right, and everyone, make sure you keep it tuned here at ABC10. You can watch Daily Blast Live weekdays right here. And also, stick around. We got a lot more to come right here on Sack & Co. right after the break.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, mic check.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Scott, you have a video you want to share with our viewers.
Yes, of our good buddy Richie Bags, Melissa, and this is a brand new video for a new and improved Plexiderm formula that's working quicker and on more areas of the face. And what you're seeing with this one is Richie rubbing it under both eyes this time. Last time I was here, we did it under just one. This time it's under both, and you can see the effects in 2 minutes now.
So definitely new and improved. And you actually have some before and after pictures too.
Yeah, and the before and afters are great, and there's nothing that's more effective or impressive then the before and afters, and you're seeing them right now. And the difference here, Melissa, last time I was here, we brought a lot of before and afters just from the nose up for the under eye bags, forehead lines, and crow's feet. Now Plexiderm is working on all problem areas of the face. The forehead lines, the under eye bags, the crow's feet, and right here, those laugh lines that people get. And oh, I hate this term, but you're seeing it right here, the turkey neck, we call it. Yes, that loose skin under the neck that as you age or if you lose a lot of weight can really be a bad look for you. It's working on that as well. And we see right here, 2 minutes, I was in the room, he is Richie Bags. The biggest advantage of Plexiderm, completely topical, no painful injections or expensive doctor visits. And I'm gonna bring up a term people are familiar with, Melissa, called collagen. Now they've heard of it, but they don't know what it is, and it's responsible for the elasticity in your skin, and over time, I've told you, gravity sucks. And it gets us all, and as the collagen degrades, that's why you get the sags and the wrinkles, and that's why people will go to the doctor for those painful or expensive injections, but now they don't have to, because like you said, Plexiderm is just a cream, and as you're seeing with the before and afters, and Richie, it works a minute. And what's happening, like when you saw Richie rub it under his problem area, is that as it dries into your skin, the molecules in this formula weave together to tighten it, to reduce the appearance of that problem area. But the best part about this new and improved product is that it's going to get you through 6 to 8 hours of your day.
In addition to Richie, though, too, you also have a testimonial.
Yes, Janice, and she did not want to try this, but I love listening to her here.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it, and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. Honestly, it really works. I'm telling you, it really works. I can't wait to see people I know. It's amazing.
Okay, in addition to that, too, you even have more examples.
Yeah, we really do, and the pictures tell it all. And here's Lisa, and this is how it works with makeup, Melissa. That's a question I get a lot.
Very important.
Yeah, here's the 3 digital image of Lisa before Plexiderm, after makeup, and the process is so simple. You put Plexiderm on a clean, dry face, then you're going to wait 10 minutes because it takes no longer than 10 minutes to work. But what we're seeing now with the new and improved formula, it's actually about 5 minutes on average, and then you put your makeup on as normal.
Okay, and so everyone's watching this take place on TV. We're seeing the video, we're hearing the testimonials, but I want to know from you, what is it like to actually see this be effective in person?
I'm telling you, it is mind-blowing. I was in the room for all the Richie videos, all the before and afters, and I told you the funniest thing was the first one when we brought him in and said, hey, you want to be in our new commercial? And he's like, sure, what do you want me to do? And we told him, and you can see from the look on his face, he was not too happy. But at the end, I mean, I was in the room with the executives, and each minute that went by, especially with the new video, we were, as soon as 2 minutes hit and we saw that they were gone, we were clapping and cheering and high-fiving. And before Richie had asked, please do the other eye, we didn't have to worry about that this time, so we did both eyes and then sent him back out into the accounting office. But,
so this time you balanced him out with the whole
Exactly, that's what he goes, thank God you put the new video up of me with both eyes done. And this is the old video of 9.5 minutes. It's actually working on him in about 6.5 to 7 minutes right now. But this is just remarkable. But what's tough is not aging, but fighting the key signs of aging. That's what's difficult, but now you can do that and turn back the hands of time with Plexiderm in minutes. And remember, it is just a cream. That is big.
And your friend Richie Bags can prove it.
Yes, he can. He is a rock star. There he is again. I can't look at this guy enough, and I'm telling you, he is so popular. And he's embracing the name now. At first, he wasn't too happy, but now that people are recognizing him, and he's pretty well known all over social media. It is. He is, or infamous, or one of the two, but either is good.
And like you said, this is a cream. It works well with makeup, and it's something that our viewers can take advantage of.
Yes, they can, for 50% off, Melissa, and free shipping. If you call the 1-800 number, we'll put up on your screen, or just go to Plexiderm.com. That's 1-800-959-8503, Plexiderm.com, and you can be a rock star like Richie Bags.
Excellent.
All right.
Scott, thank you so much. Guess what? It is raining. We can hear it on the roof. That also means snow in the mountains. All the cold weather is here, which means that you're probably going to want to be turning on your furnace, and hopefully it's operating properly. And here to make sure that that is happening is Big Mountain Heating and Air. We have Joseph Barrientos. And Joseph, you go into these homes, you service these systems, you know firsthand what can cause issues in these things. And if someone's trying to turn on their furnace this morning, it's not operating properly, or it's not even turning on at all, what could be a culprit?
Well, it's dirt. Your furnace moves more dirt than your household vacuum cleaner. And let me show you what I mean by that. This fan here is inside the furnace. It runs year round, moves all the dirt. And as you can see here, this fan motor is really, really dirty. So in order to prevent that dirt from going through and getting on that motor, we put filters installed in front of that motor. And this is cinnamon, very, very fine cinnamon. And as you can see, it gets right through.
Okay.
And
so it stops some things, but not everything.
Not everything, correct. And as that dirt builds up and moves its way through that system, it ends up impacting numerous different components in that furnace. It eventually ends up getting clogged and stuck on this coil here, which is your indoor coil. It's hard to find, and it's normally in front of your furnace. And in some cases, the dirt can be so bad, it gets to this point.
Ooh, it's matted.
Correct.
My goodness. So that came off of the front of this.
That did, yes.
Oh my
and that's
goodness.
just from just numerous times that dirt just going up and down and getting sucked back in and out.
So it's easy to see how that airflow gets restricted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when everything gets to that point, this furnace is no longer operating the way it should, and this gets really, really hot, and things don't work well when it gets hot. Ends up getting to this point on your heat exchanger, which is in the middle of your furnace. As you can see here, that hot spot, and it cracked, and when it cracks, it can be potential for letting out carbon monoxide. And actually I have a video I'd like to share with you guys, show you guys what I mean.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and watch.
Every 10 minutes that your gas furnace is running, it releases the same amount of energy as 3.5 sticks of dynamite. And deadly carbon monoxide is the byproduct. Over 500 people die from carbon monoxide poisoning in the United States every year. We take the proper service of your furnace very seriously. Has your gas furnace ever been thoroughly serviced? Sadly, many so-called furnace tune-ups are nothing more than a do-nothing sales gimmick, performed by a salesman disguised as a technician. Big Mountain's 2-for-1 furnace and AC rejuvenation is different. It will keep you safe and save you more money on your gas and electric bills than the service costs annually. Guaranteed, or the service will be free. Take advantage of the savings today with this unique offer. Big Mountain will prove to you the difference between a typical do-nothing, single-visit so-called furnace tune-up and our true 2-visit furnace and AC rejuvenation. This service rejuvenates the biggest energy-consuming appliance in your home. Total cost for the first 10 callers during the show today will pay only $55. $55 total annual cost, and Big Mountain will separately service your furnace and air conditioner in 2 seasonal visits and guarantee both against breakdown all year long, or the service will be free.
Okay, so earlier Joseph also showed us right here in studio a home heating and air system and the impact dirt has on that. But let's take a deeper dive into how that dirt really impacts the entire home.
Well, as you can see here, it's that really fine dust. And it's easier to see when you have light shining on it. You think your home is very clean, but then you start to wonder why we get sick. And you know, this time of year we're spending more times in the home. And so, as I was explaining earlier, all that dust is going through the entire system. And it goes into the duct system that distributes the air throughout the whole home. And in that dirt and dust, we have, mold, we have dust mites, we have bacteria. And so it's very easy for all that to spread into our bodies, and our lungs become the natural inhaler of those products. And so your furnace lets off gas and lets off a lot of energy. And so with that heat exchanger and those type of conditions, that's what we really, really want to keep an eye on. Some of these heat exchangers do have warranties that vary from 15 up to lifetime in some cases. And so part of our rejuvenation service is to come out and rejuvenate these systems, outdoor clean the chemical clean the coil with soap and non-corrosive chemicals to really bring that condenser back to manufacturer specs.
Okay, and then that allows the airflow to improve, obviously increases the efficiency of your system, and then will reduce the potential for having that cracked heat exchanger, which you mentioned this time of year could be a safety issue. We're talking exposure to carbon monoxide inside the home, which is could be deadly in some situations. But how can you make sure that people's systems are operating properly to avoid such type of situations?
Well, we'll come out and do a 2-part rejuvenation. So we'll not only be looking at your furnace, but we'll take a look at your air conditioner and give you an entire overview of your system and how it's performing, and rejuvenate your system back to as close to manufacturer specs as possible.
Okay, and so that's 2 times a year. You come on out, you service the system.
Correct.
We've spoken many times, and the AC and the furnace, they work together, so it's important that they're both up to par to maximize on that efficiency. and that safety, if you will.
Exactly.
And you have a special offer too for our viewers.
I do. So for the 2-part rejuvenation, it's available for first-time customers. The first 10 callers on today's program will get the special for only $55. And it's a way that we introduce ourselves and let you know that we're different than other companies, and a way for us to introduce our services to you and hopefully become a member for a long time.
And win them over, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Joseph, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. I know the last thing people want to deal with around the holiday season is a furnace that is not operating properly. So take advantage of the special offer while you can. And stick around. We got a lot more to come right here on Sack & Co right after the break.
This segment was paid for by Big Mountain Heating and Air. This segment was paid for by True Earth Health.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you kill me. But no, I agree. That's not.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And back for another ABC10 News Update. Kirsten Holmes here in the Sack & Co studios. And for the first time, we are hearing from the family of the fallen Stanislaus County deputy. That is Tony Hinestrosa.
Yeah, this story broke everybody's heart Sunday night. Remember the story? He was on his way to help get a suspected drunk driver off of the road when he crashed his car into a power pole over the weekend. Now, the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office tells us that Deputy Hinestrosa leaves behind an adult son and his mom. Now, his niece, Christina Mayo, she says this family is just devastated. Listen.
I'm still just in a state of shock over all of this. It's unbelievable. You just talked to him literally hours before this happened. I feel like I could still call him or text him if I needed something or if I wanted to talk to him. He's still going to answer. And I know it sounds silly, but I wrote him the other day thinking maybe he'll just open the text.
Oh, it's really tough to listen to that interview. You can really see this family's pain. Now, Deputy Hinestrosa's funeral will be held next Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be at the House Modesto on Coffee Road. And if you're interested, the service is open to the public.
All right. Well, back in August, we reported that I-5 near Richards Boulevard was shut down because of crumbling roads. And it turns out that may actually just be the tip of the iceberg on this one.
Yeah, it happened twice in August.
Yes.
Take a look at these pictures from CHP Valley Division. We're going to pop them up on your screen in just a minute.
When I saw these, I was really shocked. I mean, look at that.
That is incredible. I've seen potholes before.
Yes.
Nothing like this. Nothing like this. Okay, so they tweeted this out. A Caltrans PIO says this isn't a true sinkhole, although it looks like it. And it has nothing to do with the issues back in August.
Okay.
Okay, so listen to what they're saying. We're learning that this situation is a blowout at the storm drain inlet, and the drain connection was leaking, so the soil around the drain gave way. That's why it looks like that. Right now, lane 5 is closed to give crews room to work. Remember last time in August, we had a lot of people hitting something, damage to their cars. That was not the situation this time, thank goodness. But that was still a scary situation.
That's incredibly scary because it is one of the busiest, freeways here. I mean, it's my main connection to everywhere in this city.
You and I both use that to go and
I
get back
imagine
and forth from
thousands
home.
of people watching right now. And I mean, just to hear all the issues they've been having, especially with that one specific area on I-5, makes one wonder,
How are they not all connected?
Is this safe? I don't know. I certainly hope that we find out more for some reassurance for all of our commuters out there. Okay. Here's some good news for all the holiday shoppers. Target, they have a massive one-day gift card sale, and it's happening this weekend.
You know, it's the season for sales, right?
Yes.
Sunday, they are 10% off, but you have to spend at least $10, and the maximum is $300. Now, the offer only includes Target gift cards, and the good news is if you don't want to wait in line, they're available both in stores and, get this, at Target.com. That sounds like the best way I would get something because I'm not waiting in line.
Yeah, well, you don't want to wait in line, and especially when we have wet weather coming in like we do today, all the
You
rain,
don't want to leave the
snow.
house.
No, you just want it to be easy. You want to be snuggled up with a warm cup of something and a blanket, and then
that sounds so good
do your
right
holiday
now.
shopping on the computer. Yeah. We're going to check in with meteorologist Rob Carlmark because just moments ago, it was raining, and we heard it coming down here on the roof here at the studio.
Yeah, and you know what? It's the rain, it's the snow, and it's all of it coming together. We are in the grip of a classic winter storm, and we've got plenty more hours to go of this. Now, before you write that email, I know it's fall, but this is what you see in winter. You see snow up high and rain down low, and this is a view from the Yosemite Conservancy, and you typically can see Half Dome from this vantage point. But the valley's filled with fog, and we're looking at some heavy snow in that area right now up high. So this is what came through overnight. Did you hear it? It was loud. It was raining hard. This is the round of rain you were just talking about. So that's the way it's going to go. We're going to have rain come in, you get a break, and everyone says, we're done. Let's go out and do stuff. Well, then the next round comes in. So just plan on rain coming back to your neighborhood. If it's not raining right now, it will be soon because the core is not really moved through, so we've got to wait for that to happen. And my concern is this: it's been raining, especially in the Bay Area, for a while. These trees are ready to go because the ground is soft and wet, and we've got some really strong winds. As this moves through, we could be looking at gusts in and around the Bay Area, especially along the coast, 50 miles an hour. So Santa Cruz is going to have issues. All the burn fire areas are going to have issues. This is still something we have to deal with. And the biggest concern in all of this for an immediate threat for your safety is the burn areas and mudslides. And we are seeing some issues close to Yosemite National Park. Hey, Modesto, guess what? It's about to rain pretty hard in your town. And we just saw that area with the flash flood warning. That's dropped. So they're not in immediate danger, but it may come back with the new rain that's about to move in. So what we have is continued rain down low and snow up high. And I don't see that ending until tonight. And then we're finally going to have a dry day. This is good. We can clean up all the leaf debris. We can clean up all the issues, the storm drains that are clogged, your leaf, all the rain gutters that are clogged with leaves. You've got tomorrow to get it done. We've got more rain coming in tonight to early in the morning. And then here we go again, more rain and snow next week. I cannot tell you, when you watch some of these social media videos from all the ski areas, from Squaw Valley, Alpine Meadows, Bear Valley, they're literally salivating in the snow about how much they're getting now and how much is coming and how stoked they are for the ski season. It's great to see everyone so happy for it.
I hear a lot of boards and skis being waxed as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, I feel a lot of people calling in sick soon.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, I got a cold. All right, thank you so much, Rob. Greatly appreciate the update. And Kirsten, thank you for catching us up to this morning.
Thank you.
All right, everyone stick around. Coming up, prepare for the holidays without breaking the bank. Yay, we all love to save money. Also, mark us out, and we'll be chatting with Sarah Silverman about the latest film, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Zach and Co. We'll be right back.
We could light it up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
TV's Marcus Allen always has the latest updates on what's new at the box office. And Mark is joining us this morning all the way from lovely Palm Springs. Mark, what are you doing in Palm Springs, my friend?
Yeah, let me explain exactly what's going on. See those mountains over there? In a minute, I'm going on the other side of those as they get ready to shoot the next Mission Impossible. I'm hanging out with Tom Cruise and the entire stunt team behind Mission Impossible, the next movie, Episode 6, which I'm going to be talking about coming to Blu-ray next week. In the meantime, want to go see something awesome at the movies that's out right now? Get out there and go see Ralph Breaks the Internet if you haven't already. It is crushing it at the box office. Why? Because it's fabulous in a multitude of ways. The entire cast coming back for it. And some new people, too. Taraji P. Henson, amazing in it. Sarah Silverman as Vanellope, amazing in it. We talked. Take a look.
Nice to see you.
Sorry, I just touched my nose.
No, it's okay. Sure. I consider it to be blessed by Sarah Silverman. So I come in here with a little trepidation because I'm a huge Stern fan, and listening to you on Stern, you said, and the junkets, they suck your soul. I don't want to suck Sarah Silverman's soul. I'm sucking your soul.
You're getting me in trouble. I'm having a good time, actually. Just all together, when you think about, 93-minute interviews, it's...
Yeah.
A lot. But when I'm in the moment, I have a good time.
What's your favorite part?
Well, the scene with the princesses is just epic, dare I say. I don't know if it's obnoxious to say that since I'm a part of it, but
I just really said there's no better cinematic moment than that moment.
It really is. It's so satisfying, especially for me. I mean, I find it very satisfying because it has always kind of killed me. The Disney princesses, the metamorphosis of what it is to be a Disney princess has come so far. I love that they were willing to put themselves out there and, reflect who they are, who they were, who they are, and what it is to be a Disney princess, all the way to this little Jewish kid with an attainable waist in sweats, in comfortable clothes. And I just think that's special.
I think it was so special indeed. Her character is amazing. I can't wait for you to see it. If you haven't seen it, Melissa Paul, do the right thing. Get the kids out to go see that movie. It's just remarkable. And yeah, the Disney princess moment, there's something within that moment that's absolutely remarkable. Melissa Paul, if I seem a little distracted, I have to show you something. So on the other side of this glass is an interview suite. I stepped out onto my balcony of the interview suite, and I'm looking, and they're like statues. I got to show this. I'm leaving you with the creepiest thing I've ever seen. While I'm trying to talk to you, in this parking lot across the street, a bunch of giant baby statues. Each one of those the size of a truck. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'll get to the bottom of it, and I'll report back to you later. Okay. Have yourself an awesome day. Stay out of the rain, and go see Ralph Breaks the Internet. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mark. I certainly will, and I agree. Those statues definitely leave the mind to wonder what in the world is happening. Okay, thank you so much, Mark. And the holiday season is a great time for the family to get together and go check out the movies. So do make sure you go check out Ralph Breaks the Internet. I certainly will be doing that. And the holiday season, also a time to decorate. Buy all those gifts for those that you love, which can get really expensive. But here's a way to save. We have our friends here from the Dollar Only store, and right now with me is VNA. And VNA, why is the 99-cent only store such a great place to go for the holiday season, especially when you're shopping for the little ones?
Oh, it's perfect because you can definitely get everything you need on a budget, like toys, decorations, tree decorations, anything you can think of you can find at the 99-cent store.
So this entire spread, we got tree decorations, we got everything for the table, you have even a cute little music box right here. This all comes from the 99-cent only store. Okay, and when we're talking about toys too, there's even some brand name toys as well, right?
Yes, so including Star Wars, there's Disney princesses and Nickelodeon ones like Paw Patrol. You can find anything, especially if you're trying to ball on a budget. The 99-cent store is perfect for that.
And I think we all are probably trying to shop on a budget. We all love to save money wherever we can.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about some of the themes within the 99-cent only store. What are viewers going to notice when they come on in?
So there's so many themes this year, including Santa's Elf, Shimmer and Shine, and my favorite one, which is Rustic Holiday, that has a lot of checkered, a lot of bold reds, berries, and it's very vibrant and bright, and I love it. It's gorgeous.
The kind of rustic country approach, if you will, kind of a warm feeling, right? Like with the cute little faux wood display here, like you're saying. You got a lot of the checker, got a little bit of a kind of gingham. You even have like the outdoor old nod to the vintage truck. This is a very kind of comfortable feeling, that warm, cozy feeling you want during the holiday season. Okay, so we have the decorations. Let's talk about the tree, because you can deck out a tree from the 99-cent only store, which is mind-blowing. Give us a couple of tips of how you decorated this tree here.
Okay, so we actually start with the ribbon, and traditionally people put it around the tree, but our style, we like to cascade it down. So if you can see the ribbon right here.
You changed it up.
Yeah, so we cascade it down and kind of stuff it into the tree, make it look more elegant. Instead of using a star or an angel, possibly we use a lot of floral, like these berries, the poinsettias, and kind of stick them into the top to make it pop a lot. And then to fill in the gaps, we use table decor, so like this box.
So two uses for that.
Yeah, so
that's fantastic.
You can stuff them into the tree and make it look really expensive when it's not that expensive.
That's right. It makes it look fuller, right? You're kind of filling in those holes, especially if you're trying to use the fake trees, or maybe you have to get a different real tree that just has some of those holes, those patches. I love that idea of kind of stuffing and filling. I'm also noticing a theme here as well, which you hinted you can find at the 99-cent only store, which is that rustic look. Love all of this. This is absolutely fantastic. Plus, not to mention the items that you talked about, which have multi-purposes. So you can get this for the tree. You can also get this. It'll be really cute table topper. Even put a little gift in, right, for a little gift exchange. Very, very cute. Okay, so stocking stuffers too are probably an option as well when you go to the 99-cent only store, right?
Yes, big, huge. So you can find even little things like chapsticks and other stuff that you can fill into it, and they're all 99 cents.
And 99 cents. And as mentioned with those stocking stuffers, we already kind of hit on that, but the brand name toys, they are there. There's going to be a lot of the popular themes, the shows that your kids watch, like you mentioned, Paw Patrol.
Yes.
We also have some of the Disney characters. You can go check that out. I've seen that myself because I'm a 99-cent only store shopper. I am, especially for all the birthdays I have this month. Mama's got to save, so it's a great way to go and get a lot of those items. Okay, so for the holiday season, people can come, they can enjoy, they can purchase all of these items. And where can they go for more information on where they can find their local 99-cent only store?
So they can go to dothe99.com to find little trends here and there, and then they can follow us on Instagram at 99 cents only to see how we decorate our teas or little tricks on how to decorate a table.
Great. And I do have to ask though, what does 99-cent or all 99-cent only mean?
99 cents. So we really have this theme this year. It's called 99 Full, and it's filling up your house on a budget, really making your holiday full. And you could actually get so much to fill up your house, like the tree decorations, the tabletops, and just do it on a budget.
And do it on a budget.
Yes.
Save that money so you can have a big meal. Maybe you could save for even college education, that gym membership for the new year, right?
After all that eating you're gonna
That's right, after all that celebration. So 99-cent only store, make sure you check it out. V&A, thank you so much. And everyone, make sure you stick around. We have a lot more to come right here on Sack & Co. After the break. We have some holiday crafts coming up that you do not want to miss, which, by the way, you can get a lot of your items from the 99-cent only store for that, too. There's Sophie Molesky. She's going to show us how we can make some fun items without breaking the bank, too, when we come back. And we're also going to show you the perfect vacation destination that's located right out your back door. Also, how you can save money there, too. Wow, we're just saving you cash everywhere. Sack & Co. will return.
This segment was paid for by the 99 cents only store.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
The holiday season is here. The snow's coming down the mountains, and in addition to all that, we are so blessed to have access to such majestic mountains as the Sierra. All year long, these picturesque landscapes, it is not only a great place to feel inspired and escape to, but it is also a fantastic destination for some family fun. And no matter the time of year, opportunity abounds on those high peaks. So I personally took my family up to explore some of those options during the snowy season. And we even managed to have an incredible experience with limited time and a limited budget. So here's some tips. Check it out. Snow-covered mountainsides beckon for winter fun. Most people choose to carve the slopes in the pow-pow, but there are so many other adventures to be had in the white fluffy stuff. So when the last storm blew through the high peaks, my family and I hit the road to revel in the joy that lay beyond the snow-covered ski runs. I'm talking, of course, about sledding and just good old-fashioned playing in the snow. With 2 girls, limited time, and a tight budget, we had to keep things simple. While there are many fabulous resorts scattered throughout the Tahoe region, we chose to stay in a location that offered the comforts of home, a lodge suite at the Grand Labac in Tahoe, with a full kitchen, dining space, family room, master bed, sleep cove for the kiddos, and a private balcony. We had way more than we needed for a one-night stay. Plus, the Grand Labac has some incredible history in the Tahoe area.
Family owned and operated since 1978, but this area has actually been used as a winter recreation area since 1922.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so since 1922, this place has been a place to go for winter activities.
Yeah, it has. We're actually celebrating 95 years of winter fun this year. So it's been a good time with lodging deals and giveaways and specials.
The name Grand Labac is Norwegian, meaning hill sheltered by fir trees, named by the Norwegian man who founded the Grand Labac ski area. I introduce you to Kjell Rusty Rustad. Rusty acquired the property in 1947. He improved the ski jumping facilities, created a downhill area, and installed the Tahoe Basin's first ever ski lift. He even built a warming hut, which is still in use today, but now offers food, drinks, and winter gear. Oh, and it's still a really great place to stay warm. Today, the resort has an on-site bunny ski hill, Nordic ski and snowshoe trails, heated outdoor pool, and our goal, sledding!
Good morning! Hi! Y'all slept well, huh? Huh? Are you excited to play in the snow?
Yeah.
Are you awake yet?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Abby, are you okay?
After an outstanding inclusive breakfast buffet, I mean seriously, there was everything you could ever imagine, we headed to the sledding hill, which was only steps away from our lodge.
Make sure you keep your feet crossed, okay? Don't let them fall off. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
This hill was no amateur hill either. My kids flew down the hill with squeals of sheer delight. Oh, and so did I. A few snow angels and snowball fights later, we decided to head just 10 minutes up the road to Squaw Valley Alpine Meadows. Known for its skiing, Squaw also has a really killer tubing hill. At first, I'll be honest, I was a little concerned for my tiny Lila.
Do you like this?
Yeah.
You having fun? Good.
My little chicken was not a chicken at all, but a beast riding down herself every time. My 9-year-old lapped me. I'm not sure how many times, I actually lost count, but needless to say, she was having a complete blast. We accomplished a lot in just 19 hours.
Are we tired? Are we hungry? All right.
Starting from our truck up the mountain to our last cruise down the hill.
How was it, Daddy?
Awesome.
Awesome sauce?
Yeah.
So while snow has been fleeting this winter season, take advantage of when it does come down, even if you can only make the trip for one short night and part of a day. Because trust me, it is way worth it. I know, that was so much fun.
Cute.
Yeah.
Well, and this would have been the perfect craft for them.
Exactly.
I wish that we had done this before you guys went.
My goodness, Sophie. See, but now you can be prepared, though, before you head up to the mountains to take advantage of all that fresh pow-pow that's falling right now. And the holiday season, crafting is a great time to keep those kids entertained while they're home for the upcoming holiday break.
And you know, this craft that I'm going to share with you today, why I love this is because it's also a great thing for your kids to do that they can share with others.
I love it.
You know, so I mean, we do this whole thing. There's a group, an organization where, you know, we help out the homeless shelters.
Oh.
And the kids make these and then
they
give
gift
them. Yeah.
I love this. Okay, so let's make them. What are we doing?
Okay, so let's make a scarf because the hats are a little bit more, they're more
adorable.
complicated. Well, and we will definitely make one. But let's show them how to make a scarf
Okay.
because this is something that people can easily make at home. This, of course, needs some sewing. And shout out to my mother, Sue Maletsky, who made all these hats for us.
Good job, Mama Maletsky.
But this is just a piece.
Okay.
So you get yourself a piece of, this is just fleece, right? And why we love fleece is you don't have to sew it, you don't have to hem it. It is just naturally ready, set to go.
It's a very forgiving
So
material.
you get yourself a yard of fleece, and out of a yard of fleece, you can get 6 scarves.
Wow.
So you can see why this can become a great fundraiser project for kids. All we have done is taken our fleece, cut it 6 inches wide, and it is naturally 60 inches long, which is the perfect length for a scarf.
right.
And then we just cut some little holes here. And to make the cuts, all you do is you fold this over, right? About an inch, and you just take your scissors and go tip, bip, 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 bip. Then you are ready to go to town. Now, which one of these do you like? Do you like the more colorful ones or you like the green ones?
Can I mix them up?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to start with dots and I'm going to go to puzzles.
So all you got to do is throw it through there.
Okay, so you just
throw
thread
it on through, exactly,
Okay.
and then just tie it with a
And
little
that's
knot.
it.
And see, this is why it's so good for young kids.
How
it's great for their
adorable.
dexterity, and
I'm
help yourself.
loving
Just
this.
go to town.
All right, and then there you go, and then that's your scarf. You put your tassels on, and then you're done.
And then I like to even, when you're all done, weave a piece in and out. Just start there and just
Kind of
weave
finish it
through
off
the
a little
foam.
bit.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to
Okay.
show you how to make the hat. So which do you like? Which color do you like?
Let's go with the green.
Okay. So I like to give it a little cuff. So while you're doing that, I'm going to cuff it up. And what this is basically just like a little sack, right? It's just a 12 by 24 inch piece of fleece that we've sewn up the sides, right? And then we just take a little scissors. I've made this little cut, make a little scissors. And then I'm going to take a little piece and just tie it right here in the edge, right? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And of course, you know what's really fun about this is that the kids can mix and match as many of these little different colors here as they want.
Yeah, they
So-
can be their own little fashion
Yeah,
designer.
exactly. And if you're making a whole bunch, Melissa, then you've got little extra pieces that you can, you know, leave over from the big pieces that you're cutting. Then you can mix and match. So there's your start of your hat.
That is
right?
so cute.
Okay, now we got to make these little ears, right? So
Of
we're just going
course.
to take it like that and just take another little piece and we just wrap it around. And again, it's a single knot. And because it's fleece, it holds. And it holds its shape. And it's just, I love this stuff because you know what else? It's soft. It's warm.
Well, this is absolutely adorable. Like you said, you can do this as a charity, as a fundraiser,
Exactly.
as a gift for your family or your friends.
Right.
I know a ton of preteen young girls that would absolutely love to do
Wouldn't
this
they
and
love
gift each
to
other.
do
Yeah,
this?
this is
Yeah,
adorable. They can
exactly.
have best friends can have little matching sets. Sophie, I know a lot of people are going to want to do the hat along with the scarf. You have this on your website.
Right, www.sophie-world.com, and it's SOPHIE-world.com.
And if you want more Christmas crafts or crafts just in general, this woman is an endless resource of amazingness. Over here is a couple of other examples, too. You do stuff with duct tape. Make sure you check her out. She also has a book called Sticky Fingers. We love you, Sophie. Happy holidays, my friends. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on Sack & Co. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow as we continue to bring value home at 9 a.m. I'm going to finish my scarf right now.
And let's work on your hat, too.
Yes. Oh, yes.